All right, what's going on, guys? Trev back again here to bring you another live stream. Could be, possibly, maybe. Let's see. So I'm a bit late for tonight. It's after 10 o'clock now, and I usually do streams at about 9 p.m. EST. So I'm late. I'm late for a very important date. Not really. There's not that much going on. This one will be kind of a Turtles haul. Want to show you guys our giant-sized turtles. Oh, sweet. So once someone can get in and can hear me, John Rod says, "Let's go, let's go, John, let's go." You got it. Where's my damn chat box? Come on, YouTube. Come on, stream software. Where's my chat box, man? Where's the chat box? Want to know where the chat box is? What's up to John, Colin, John Rod, and Lydell? Lechandre, how you doing? Hello, hello. So let me just make sure we're enabled for all this. I don't have much new for Walking Dead for you guys for today. Just, now is kind of a bit of a lull period for Walking Dead. Kind of a little bit of maybe a slower time for Walking Dead releases, so we don't have too much that's going for that right now. Yeah. What's up, Dory Nichols? How you doing? Let me see if I can get my chat box working here, dudes. Let's see if we get that to go ahead and load. Give that a couple minutes here. Yeah, thanks, Dory, for asking. Jess is doing well. The baby's doing very well so far. She's 7 months in now, roughly. So we got about 2 months left to go. And she'll be right ready to give birth. So getting everything kind of sorted for that, getting everything ready for that. So very excited, and yeah, so really great as far as that goes. Really, really excited to see to see him being born. Hopefully everything goes okay with the birthing process and everything. I'm sure it will. I don't really have too much in the way of concerns as far as that. As far as that goes, I think everything will be good, and yeah, everything's been good so far. So development's well and everything like that. So that's really good. So a couple of months, we'll definitely have him on once he's born. There we go. Now we got chat loading. Thank you, streaming software. Thank you, YouTube. Thanks, Daryl Dixon, for the the baby emoji. Yeah, she's doing good. Everything like that. Lots of doctor's appointments. Lots of tests and stuff, blood tests and all this different stuff. So, yeah, so going through all that, and but it's been great. So really, really excited for that. And yeah, now is like the perfect time. I don't have too much in the way of work right now, just my regular day job, like 41 hours a week. That's it. And then with the channel, I just kind of been taking a little bit of a break. I had to fix some stuff at my house before the baby's born and everything. Want to get some stuff in order, get some new plumbing done, new things done. So lots of digging. I've been digging the front yard. I don't know how many hours of digging in the last couple months, maybe 20 hours, 25 hours of digging around and moving things around. Heavy clay and stuff. If you have to redo anything with your plumbing for your house, you have to go down pretty far. You have to dig down like I don't know, 7 feet. It depends on the property and it depends on how the layout is. But at least where I live, it's like 6 feet down, 7 feet under is where they have your plumbing lines underneath your house. So if you have to fix anything with that or redo anything with that, they have to get a backhoe and dig up the whole thing to get down like 6 or 7 feet down in order to redo the line. So yeah, but when they fill it back in, they don't do a very good job of it. There's like clay all over the grass and shit. It kills all the grass and stuff. So I gotta like move it back and everything like that, after that's done. So that's why I haven't been posting too many videos. Post a couple of alien videos. Someone from Bill Cooper, which was really good. And Castro was talking about flat Earth, so we posted that. That's Trudeau, in case you're not. It's true, Doe, in case you're not familiar with the Castro's illegitimate son idea, which I don't know, maybe that's I don't know. So, not too much going on for Walking Dead, but that's okay because we got some turtle stuff. And check out the shirt. This is I picked this up today. This is a retro. So this will be a retro stream, okay? So I hope you guys are okay with retro streams. Retro stream. We got Kool-Aid. We got, oh yeah. So that's pretty cool, right? So discount store is like $10 t-shirt. It's like $10 discount store. Discount shop today. And I saw the Kool-Aid shirt and I was like, oh, that's so retro. I got to get that. So some pickups recently for the collection dudes. And again, like I said, don't be mad at me. Nothing really Walking Dead because there's really nothing like, it's unfortunate what's happened with Walking Dead. You have like the creator Kirkman, who I feel like he's mad at AMC because of the legal stuff. So you don't have like the comics pretty much stopped 100%. Not much coming out for that, which is really unfortunate. And then they don't make really much merch for Walking Dead anymore. They don't really make much like action figures or stuff. But we did do a review of the DVD set, which is right there, for season 11, the final season. So there was that. But they just haven't been releasing too much stuff that's new for Walking Dead. Probably because of the legal stuff that's been going on between the creator and AMC. So that's unfortunate. Not too much to collect. So I've been collecting like retro Turtles pretty much is what I've been into. Haven't been getting too much in the way of like Marvel Legends or other stuff like that. But here we got a VHS tape pickup, retro VHS tape pickup. Awesome. We got a comment there from James W. Says he loves the 90s. I'm glad. Yep. Yeah, you don't find any bones, Harold says. Yeah, nice. I don't think there was any bones down there, but there was some old weeping tile and shit like that from like effing 60 years ago that they just left it, I think. So, old living stuff. There's like, my house is pretty old. It's got like an old coal chute. Do you guys know what a coal chute is? It means that what they used to do is they used to like bring coal to your house and they would deliver it in the wintertime. And there's a chute at the front which you actually open up and you can put the coal down and it will go down. You can kind of drop it in like a chute and it will drop in, right? And you would take the coal and you would use that and you would use it for heating your house, fires and heating your house during the wintertime before we had gas and everything. So my house even has an old coal chute that still hasn't been, it's still kind of there. It's just closed, that's all. It's never used, but that's it. So Cowabunga, what's up? We got Sin Sin saying Cowabunga to you, Sin Sin. Cowabunga right back at you. So we got dudes. Okay, so I'll tell you a deal. I never had this VHS tape when I was a kid. But I went over to one of my buddy's houses when I was in grade school, and he had this one, and he also had the Terrible Turtles sing-along one. If you guys ever seen this, what is the? There was some Turtles, but the Turtles concert one. What is it called? Just a sec. Let me find out the name of the Turtles Turtles concert VHS. What was it called? Oh, the Coming Out of Their Shells tour. That is so unbelievably. Have you guys seen this? The Coming Out of Their Shells tour. Unbelievably freaking gay. Where's the Chrome thing? I thought I had Chrome going here. Let me see. VHS Coming Out of Their Shells. Let's put it over here. Just a sec, dudes. Let me get this sorted. Yeah, they had the VHS Coming Out of Their Shells tour. Really funny. Okay, let's move the chat box back up here. All right, so you guys can see. So here we got the Turtles Coming Out of Their Shells tour. This was awful. So have you guys ever seen this? It's really bad. I mean, it's not just bad. It's like the it's like the worst, the effing worst thing ever, dudes. Is the Coming Out of Their Shells tour. It's so bad. It was okay if you were like 2 or 3, but if you were older than 2 or 3, yeah, it wasn't. Let's do it right there. It wasn't the best. Let's say so. All right, so I went over to one of my buddy's houses when I was in grade school. I don't know how old. Let's say we were grade 6 or grade 7. That's like 10 years old, 11 years old for you bros. And one of my buddies, he had Leonardo Lightens Up, but I didn't have it. I only had Raphael Meets His Match, and I had which other one? Donatello's Degree. So there's a Sewer Hero set which has one of each turtle. So you get this one, which is Leonardo Lightens Up. You get Michelangelo Meets Bugman, which is another one of the Sewer Heroes set where you get each of the turtles. And then there was Donatello's Degree, and there was Raphael Meets His Match. and it was freaking sick, dudes. These tapes were awesome. I mean, these effing things, the amount of times, the amount of runtime or playtime. Look, this was Blockbuster. Look at that. That's dope, right? Blockbuster. No wonder why it's worn. I got a Blockbuster copy, I guess. Be a friend, rewind when you reach the end. Whoa, for the next person, right? Do you guys know that at Blockbuster, they used to have these rewind tape machines? So you would get your tape, you would go there, you would rent the tape, then you would watch it, and then they would put it in the rewind machine because nobody rewinded these after they were done with rentals. So they would put it in the rewind machine, and the machine would automatically rewind it to the beginning, and then you could watch, Leonardo lightens up, 47 minutes. That's freaking 90s, 80s gold right there, dudes. That is 80s shit right there. So that's it. Leonardo lightens up. So my buddy had this one. I never had it. I don't think I ever saw these episodes in Canada when I was a kid. But when I went over his house, we watched this. And we had a sleepover, watched this. And I know that's gay, but we were like 10, so it's okay. We watched this, and then we watched the Coming Out of Their Shells tour, which is horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. And my buddy, he liked it, but I was probably 10 or 11. I was getting to the age where, it was like, oh my God, this is awful. So anyway, definitely it wasn't as good as Turtles 2 with Vanilla Ice and the Ninja Rap. It definitely, Coming Out of Their Shells tour was definitely not as good as the Ninja Rap. I tell you that right now. So anyway, the only one of these I need still is I need Michelangelo Meets Bugman. I have the other two. I have Donatello's Degree, and I have Raphael Meets His Match. Now I got Leonardo Lightens Up. Oh yeah, love it. But I don't have Michelangelo Meets Bugman. So I'll be checking to see if I can get the tape of that one. And then the seller also had April Fool. These don't cost much, by the way. You can get some of these for like $5 or whatever, maybe $10 for some of them. As long as they're not like the rare VHS tapes. I like them. I think they're fun and cool to collect. And I understand DVD and you can watch online for free now. I get that. That's not the point. Yeah. We got April Foolish. Yeah. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, April Foolish. So you get the joke, right? The joke is that, April Fools is like April Fool's Day, and then April Foolish because April the news reporter, the pre-Megan Fox version, right, of April O'Neil, right? April Foolish, collect all 4 turtles, and I guess somebody wrote his name. Somebody wrote their name on the back. That's kind of funny. Anyway, so there's the tape, April Foolish. So I got these two. So I'm working on it, dudes. I'm working on my VHS Turtles collection. But it's slow because they're not that easy to find at a good price, and you don't want to pay too much because shipping for VHS tapes is actually pretty expensive now to ship VHS tapes. All right, so let's get on to the big pickups. So these are hitting shops right now. These are at Walmart, maybe Target in the States, maybe. I'm not sure. But in Canada here, we're getting these at Walmart. And these are a re-release of the 1980s. I'm not sure what. Okay, 1989 it says right here. 1989. These are a re-release of what are called the giant-sized turtles. So the giant-sized turtles in the late 80s, early 90s were like big versions of the turtle figures that you could get. And they're about like, I think it's a 12-inch release or whatever. And they're just super cool, dudes. You got the Retro Turtles logo. You got giant size. This is the last one I needed was Michelangelo. Just like Michelangelo meets Bugman, the last giant size turtles I needed was Mikey here. So they each have their own color green too. Michelangelo's green is like this color green. And then if you look at, for example, Leonardo's green, they have their own shades of green. See? So Leonardo's like a dark green. You see that? Right? Like a forest green. And then Michelangelo's more like a, I don't know what you would call that, what kind of green that is exactly. But each one has their own deal. So there's Michelangelo. Now you only get one pair of nunchaku with him. You don't get nunchucks, so you don't get two. I think they made nunchucks illegal, by the way, which is really funny. I think it was because of like a Bruce Lee movie or something. And maybe somebody just like watched this, like how powerful propaganda is, right? Somebody watched like the Bruce Lee movie and they were like, oh, those are super. We gotta ban those. Those are so dangerous, right? It's like, yeah, Bruce Lee. Okay, anyway, yeah. So they only come with one weapon though, so that's a little bit odd. So some people would like hunt down the weapons to get the other set. Now the older versions are bigger of the giant-sized turtles. The older versions were a little bit bigger, okay, than these, and the box is different. But these, the reason why I like these is because you can get them at $40. At least right now, that's what they sell them for here. Is $40 each. So it's $160 for all four of them. If they don't sell out right away. Now the thing about these is they sell out like right away. They put them up on the shelf at Walmart within like 2 days. You know, people have grabbed them and they're gone again. So then you got to wait. So that's what happened to me. They had a bunch. They sold them all. I think I got like Leonardo first because he's the least. Leonardo, for some reason, is like the one that doesn't sell very well. Him and Donatello are the least for sales. They tend to stick around. So Leonardo you can usually find. Donatello you can usually find. But then Michelangelo and Raphael always sell out pretty much together. So there's the... I love the Leonardo. Really nice. Comes with one katana blade, though. Just one. Okay. Pretty sweet. So that's him. And then the other two we got Donatello. Sweet. And he's like a brown green sword. He's almost brown, really. If you look at the camera, see he's like a brown almost, right? And you got the bow staff. Now he only has one weapon. And then the biggest selling one, which always tends to sell out like first pretty much for every figure release, is Raphael. Raphael always sells out, you know, the first usually. Him and Michelangelo. It's either he sells right away or Michelangelo sells right away, and then the other two are just kind of sitting there, you know, waiting for someone to get them. But anyway, so he sold out. So anyway, they're reselling out. They get them, and then, you know, people are going to grab them and they're going to sell out again. I think Amazon.com might have them right now, so if you're looking for them, you can check them out. Really cool. Love these. I just love the fact that you can get them again for $40 and you don't have to pay eBay prices, because if you go on eBay, $40 is going to be your shipping price, and then you're going to have to pay, like, you know, for me here in Canada, we don't have like yard sales where you're going to see this shit. You're never going to see this stuff at yard sales in Canada. All these are in landfills from the 80s at this point. They've all been thrown away. People don't know what they have. They just throw stuff out, right? So yeah, so for me, like if I want to buy, you know, giant-sized turtles from eBay or something, it's going to cost me $30 for shipping, maybe 40, and then the figure itself is going to cost probably 60 to 100, and it's going to be wrecked. It won't be in good shape either. So to get these for $40 versus to have to buy the originals, I just would never buy the originals because they'd be like $600 or $700 for the originals. It wouldn't, and they'd be kind of wrecked up too. It just wouldn't happen, you know. So that's pretty cool. So anyway, that's a giant Turtles set of 4. I finally completed it. I got Michelangelo yesterday from Amazon, I think. There was a pre-order for it before they sold out. Then they also had these, because Playmates is really awesome and they're re-releasing this classic shit, right? This is 87 style, what's called like this is a re-release, but of like the 10-back original foot soldier. So we got foot soldier right here, and these are really cheap. They're like Rotocast, I think. They're re-releases, and they're like, you can get these for like $15 Canadian, so that's probably like $12 US or $11 US at Walmart. Really sweet. So there's a foot soldier. You got the storage shell turtles and the others. Really sweet. We got Raphael, or sorry, I mean Rocksteady. Not Raphael, he's over there. Rocksteady. Rocksteady, sweet. Yep. Let's see. This one they changed the head on. So Bebop. So they made his head look different. His head looks really weird, huh? I don't know why they did that. I prefer the original version of Bebop with his head, because this one just looks weird. But it's cool. It's like, you know, 80s style, so that's really sweet. And then we got Splinter. Here's Splinter. Now they painted his eye in on this version. See that? Sorry, the glare. They painted his eye in. Now in the classic version, he never had his eye painted in. It was always just white. But all right, whatever. That's fine. I just like for the price, really. Here's Shredder. So I think this pack was like 6 figures for like $100, which is like $75 your guys' dollars in the States, or $70 US for 6 of them. So that's a really good price. So Shredder, really cool. And I did have these when I was a kid, so that's kind of why I really like them, right? So it's really cool, freaking awesome. Shredder, really sweet. And then the last one is Krang. This is like the Villains box set, I guess. And you can order like online. Walmart.com has like a crate, and you can just order the crate, and you get like one of each, which is really cool. That way you don't have to go through the stores and try to find like each one you're missing and stuff, because you're never going to get it. People are going to rip them off the shelves. When I was a kid, I never had this one. This is one that I never found when I was a kid. So I had some of the others. I had like Shredder, Splinter, Bebop, Rocksteady. I never had any Foot Soldiers when I was a kid. Never bought any of those. So that's pretty sweet. $100 and you get, all these, right? It's cool for like the wall and stuff. If you want to hang them up on the wall or whatever. So it's pretty sweet. So it adds to the Turtles set. Yeah, love it. Yeah, cowabunga, dude. So that's sweet, dude. So that's the classic shit. And pretty much going forward, like with me, I don't put that much effort into collecting like the vintage Turtles stuff. I just like, if I see it and it's an okay price, I'll buy it, even if I'm at a convention or something. If it's a good price and it's Turtles and it's 80s, I'll buy it. But the tapes, I really like to complete the tapes for some reason. I don't know why. I guess it's just the nostalgia factor for it. I got a tape collection going, so pretty cool. So that's that. So, yeah, and if I get a bunch of Turtles tapes, maybe we'll do a stream and I'll show you guys again kind of some of the pickups of the different ones that I'm picking up and that I'm getting. So, yeah, I think that's most of what I've been getting recently, dudes. We got a Krang head, so that's fun. This is actually a squishy ball, so I guess it's supposed to be a stress ball. Yeah. Oh yeah, Dr. Death says, I pray to God the new Turtles isn't woke as F. So it's probably going to be a little woke because you got Seth Rogen doing it, right? It looks great. I think it'll be fun. They did make April black, so that's unfortunate. You'd like to see her be her original ginger type format, right? What's April's hair color in the 80s? It's like red, red to brown type of thing, Irish type of deal, right? You kind of know what it is, right? So it's unfortunate, man. I wish they would just leave the characters alone and then add in an additional character if they have to hit their representation check mark on their their sheets or whatever they got to do. But it's cool. I think it'll be fun. The new Turtles movie will be good. I'm looking forward to a little bit. I'm probably more looking forward to The Flash with Michael Keaton's Batman returning. I think that's even better. But the new Turtles movie should be all right. So it's really cool. So, yeah, so that's what I got for the classic Turtles to show you guys for the collection and stuff, and that's cool. So let's go through some of your guys' comments. Harold said, the baby will be born with a biker jacket on and a baseball bat in his hand. Yeah. Yeah, nice, Harold. Yeah. Black hair, too, right? Yeah. It's probably going to have brown hair, but we'll see. We'll see what that ends up. James W. says, greetings, Trev. I've been subscribed since season 3 of The Walking Dead. It's been a fun decade. I agree. Hell of a decade. I agree. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, what else we got here? James W. Love the 90s. Are you excited about the upcoming animated Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie? I'm a little bit excited for Turtles. What is it called? Mutant Mayhem, right? Let's take a look at some of the stuff for Mutant Mayhem. It looks good. It should be fun. What do we got here? So yeah, it should be fun. We'll see. We'll see how it ends up and if it's really really good or anything. I hope it's good, but I don't know. I don't have much hope for like the new versions of stuff. I kind of always feel like the new versions are sort of always kind of lacking. So I hope they do, they do something with it. I hope that it's, pretty good and everything. The designs are all right. I like the designs of the Turtles. They're pretty good. They're kind of like the IDW comics. So that looks pretty fun. So, yeah. Yeah, every new movie's just mediocre. I agree with that. I agree with that. Shut to do. Yeah, they are. They're always like mediocre, right? Like they redo it. It's like, yeah, it's all right, but it's never as good as as we want it to be, right? It's never as good as we want it to be. So, yeah, that's just what it is. Um, all right, yeah, I hope it's okay at least. We'll find out. We'll see pretty soon. And shout out to Sin Sin and Epic Zombie Killer. What's up, Epic Zombie Killer? Who said, Trev, you gonna do any reviews for The Walking Dead Dead City? Yeah, I think so. I should have time at least to do a review video each week. Once Dead City hits. So we'll probably do that. That'll be fun. I'm looking forward to seeing all the different Walking Dead series and reviewing them. I think they're going to be really fun. They're going to be great. But yeah, The Walking Dead's been on a long time. Even Turtles was only on for 10 years. And Walking Dead's already been on for like 13 years. Plus, it's had more spin-offs and companion series with Fear and the spin-off series that are coming now. So Walking Dead has had an incredible run, dudes. Absolutely incredible. Like one of the best runs in TV series history for sure. A lot of seasons, yeah. Sonic Hog said, I had those ones from Burger King. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they originally gave out these ones, Burger King Kids Club, from Burger King. So you would go to Burger King, you would get like, a kids combo meal or whatever they call it, like a Happy Meal type thing. And then they would give you one of the tapes with it. So that was pretty sweet, man, that you could do that back in the day. I think they also had something at like Pizza Hut or Domino's where you could get something Turtles related at. That was really fun, man, for sure. Yeah, awesome. What's up, Boogeyman? How you doing, dude? Harold, my favorite character is the Turtles, Rat Sensei Splinter. Yeah. Favorite character, Splinter. I love it. James W. The pricks used to charge you extra on next rental if you didn't rewind sometimes. Really? Charge you like $2 extra, $1 extra if you didn't rewind. That's funny. Yeah, so let's see. Donkey asks for my thoughts on Nick Fuentes. Well, I like Nick Fuentes. I think he does a good job with what he's promoting. He's J woke, so he talks about the overarching J control infrastructure, which is good to touch on, especially with respect to Israel and their influence and stuff. They're their own country now, and they have their own intelligence services now, and they have their own, military now, and all this stuff. So, it's something people really should know about. If you've got Trump and people saying that that Israel literally own Congress, things like this, and it's like, wow, man. It's like the amount of power, the amount of power that a small country like Israel has, even over the U.S. and other countries too, is really unbelievable. So I think it's good that he's done a really great job of promoting that, I think, and getting that out there. Of course, the media will thrash you for that. They're going to go at you for saying that, whether it's there or even on YouTube here. If I make dedicated videos about that stuff, I might, some of them might be okay, but eventually I get striked or something, or I get one taken down and striked and banned for a week and stuff. So it's like, wow, damn, dudes. It's like that's just how it is, right? Of the system that we exist in. But yeah, I think it's good that he's been promoting and letting people know that this is actually correct, and so people can actually start to. Because if you don't know what's going on, you can't do anything about it. You can't intentionally resist something you're unaware of. And that's really what it comes down to with covert rule and the power of covert function, is that when people do things covertly, people cannot intentionally resist what they're not aware of. So awareness has a lot to do with how the world is run. When you reduce people's awareness to their field of vision, when they can't see and they don't know, they're not aware, they can't intentionally resist what's happening as a result. So you can only intentionally resist something you're aware of. You can resist, but not intentionally if you're not aware of something. You can only intentionally resist something that you're aware of. So spreading awareness, teaching people, getting the message out there that, hey, dude, this is not what it seems to be. That's the best thing you can do. That's the best way you can help people, because otherwise they don't have the information to have the optics, to have the visibility to be able to resist what's happening. You can only do that intentionally if you are aware of what's happening. So I think that's good, that the work that he's doing and stuff, and letting people know and all that, because you have Rebel Media and stuff, which is like a J-run group which runs around. They've got these different people, and he's I don't know, he's probably controlled too. Somewhere in the background behind him is probably somebody backing him or something. I don't know. Whatever, I don't care. The fact of the matter is, though, is that if you get good info out there for people, and people can kind of absorb and get information and not have like a knee-jerk reaction to it, like anti-Semitism, whatever, right away, and they kind of start to learn and understand, who pays these people, right? Like this shit is expensive. If you want to run for president or you want to do something politically, this shit costs a lot of money. It's very expensive to do these things, right? So who's backing these people? Who's paying them? And that's a great question to raise to people, so that people can start to understand. But I think it comes down to really, like, especially for you guys in the States and us here in Canada, somewhat in the developed countries, but definitely you guys in the States for sure. You definitely have to, I would say as an outsider, because I'm not American, but you definitely have to start to try to regain control of your country itself, because you've like totally lost control of the United States. The United States has totally just been wrapped up by internationalist interests, right? Completely. I mean, it doesn't even do almost anything for itself anymore. The only thing it does as a nation is stuff for other interests. It almost does nothing for itself. So for people to actually realize that you need to put the emphasis on your country itself and its own interests itself first before you go to help anybody else, that's a good way to go. So yeah, that's what I have to say about that. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing here in Canada as well too. Like, Canada's not really a real country. It depends like what people think of as like a nation and a country. See, again, I would love to do a stream on this or talk on this, but I am concerned that YouTube will just yank it down. That's my frustration. It's like I want to do streams on some of this and talk about this stuff, but YouTube's just like, yank that off and you can't upload for a week or whatever. It's pretty frustrating. So, but in terms of like, it depends what you think of as like the differences between some of the semantics here of what a country is, what a nation is, what a people is or are, what a people are, and where the boundaries are there. Like where are the boundaries there for what you're going to do for others, what you're going to do for yourself, your own interests and corporations' interests. And, there's all these factors involved. But yeah, I don't even look at, like, I live in Canada. I don't really look at Canada as a real country. I look at it as more of like an expansion still of, for example, I'm British, right? I'm English, so of Britain and of the UK. It's really an expansion territory of that. And it is still to this very day. That has never changed. That's never been flipped over or changed or resisted or rejected, not to this very day. We've got Pierre, for example, who's the leader of the Conservative Party here in Canada. And, even when he's talking stuff, he'll say, for example, it's His Majesty's loyal opposition, right? So, loyal opposition. So it's really, it depends what you think of as a country, as a nation, and as a people. But for where I live, it's just an expanded territory of Britain, basically, or of the United Kingdom. So it's part of it. So for you guys in the States, yeah, I mean, it's something like, you have to kind of decide, like, are you going to be your own country and really, come down and see, all that stuff is right wing. Like, if you're going to say we're going to be our own country, that's all right wing stuff. You have to be right wing if you're going to be your own country. The leftism stuff is all crap as far as I'm concerned. It just means you're going to go for anything, basically. And if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. That's what leftism really is. They do this. A lot of the media do. Tucker will do this, for example, on Fox and the others. They'll just go left, right all day. But there is really no such thing leftism is really just going for anything the system wants you to go for, and rightism is really, standing up for something, taking a stand, whatever. Now, you don't have to always take a stand all the time for every issue, right? There might be some issues you care about and some issues you just don't care about. So you're kind of like left on a lot of issues. You're like, I don't care, whatever. Gay marriage, for example, you say, I don't care. You go get married if you're gay or if you want to. I don't care. I mean, I personally don't care. I'm leftist with respect to that. I don't care about that. It's not something that matters to me. But in order for something to matter for you, you have to take a hard line stand about it, right? So that's basically what I'd say about that. It's like people have to make up their minds with respect to what they're going to do, and if they're just going to go kind of go for anything, then that just means that really the system is going to just, the Matrix, if you want to use stupid, but I'll say it, Alan Watts' way, like the Matrix. There really is a controlling infrastructure there. It just depends if you're going to just go along with whatever the propaganda wants you to do, the system wants you to do, or if you're going to actually stand for something and say no, or if you're going to, create more of a solid nation and close off the borders and do stuff like that and not have so many people come in. So, that's really what you have to do, what it comes down to. It's not really about like, oh, we're going to go sign a ballot for this guy or we're going to sign a ballot for that guy. It's really more like everybody kind of has to take responsibility and, answer some questions. What is a nation? Are we a nation? Are we a part of a corporation? Are we a corporation? Are we part of an empire? Are we? These are questions that people have to go through and kind of answer for themselves, like as people and actually take some interest and take an opinion and actually, formulate opinions and get into this. But most people are just like, NPC, Matrix, robots. There's an episode of Turtles where, which is funny. There's an episode of Turtles where there's some kind of mind control device that Bebop and Rocksteady, I think they put onto the Channel 6 News broadcaster. And they take over everyone's, like the broadcaster takes over everyone's minds. And it's literally like that episode. I should get the episode and like post it because that's the episode. It's like it's a cartoon episode, Turtles series. 80s series. They put this broadcast device, Shredder and Krang do it, and Bebop and Rocksteady, and then it takes over everyone's minds in the city and turns them into robots. Well, that's basically, or zombies, let's say. That's what you have in real life. You have Fox, you have the mainstream media that has a broadcast device that they broadcast out there just like in the cartoon show, and they take over everyone's minds. So people have to realize, first of all, they got to realize that that's actually correct, that's what actually happens in real life, and then they got to do something about it and say, you know what, I'm going to snap out of this mind control. And it's silly shit, like it's as silly as an 80s cartoon episode of, some stupid cartoon device that these supervillains put onto the news channel generator, which takes over everybody's brains as they're watching the news, right? And then they all, you command, I obey, and they all, march around like that. I think that's exactly what they say in the episode. I'll find the episode later. Maybe I'll post it in some of the clips in the channel because that's what it is in real life. That's exactly what it is. It's you command, I obey, and it's broadcast over the broadcast via the news channels, via the media. That's what it is. So if people really want to do something about that, first of all, they got to figure out that the purpose of media and news is to you command, we obey. It's to propagate the mind control, just like a cartoon. It's as silly as a cartoon with a supervillain named Shredder who's dressed up like a cheese shredder, right? With stuff everywhere. But that's what it is. So what's the lesson is don't let Shredder take over your mind with his mind control beams, broadcast from Channel 6 News, and, I don't know, start talking to each other and figure out what you're going to do about it. So that's it. So, yeah. Anyway, rant over. We'll get into more of your stuff after. But so there's a good, thorough. I'll find that episode and I'll put some clips in the channel from that episode of Turtles because it's so correct. It's so true. That's exactly what it is. And remember, they don't need everybody to soak up the mind control rays. They only need about 50%, 60%, and you have yourself a majority in any different country. That's why news is so important in media, music, entertainment, all that stuff is so important because if Shredder gets his hands on it, then he can turn it into, mind control beams to, get everyone to do whatever he wants to do, right? It's like what advertising is used for. Why do companies pay so much money to advertise things? Because it works, right? Because it's convincing somebody to go and do something you want them to do, i.e. buy your product or buy your service, right? It's expensive, but if you can get enough people to do it, it makes sense to do it, and that's why they do it. That's why it exists. Okay. Cianson says, anybody ever seen TMNT versus Batman? It's actually pretty good. Yeah, I like that one. It's actually pretty good as TMNT versus Batman. Yep. We got Cario Salmon. What's up, dude? Deadly Toguro says, I think I still have the Burger King VHS. Awesome. April O'Neil's a journalist with good ethics that cover the leaks, unlike blaming the whistleblower, says MDG Gaming. Yeah, that's true. April was based. I don't know. Was April based? Was she above a base, ace of base? She saw the sign and she opened up her eyes. I don't know. Was she? I don't know. I guess it depends which version of April. James W. says, I haven't seen it, but Batman taking on the Turtles sounds badass. Yeah, it's fun. Watch it. It's on. You can watch it online. It's really fun. Dr. Death says, Trev, I highly recommend the Road Rage dramedy starring Stephen Yeun Beef. Okay, maybe I'll check it out. I probably won't. That sounds kind of fun, though. Boogeyman says he had a giant Leonardo back in the day. Sweet. Captain 7 Rips. What's up, Cap? How you doing, man? He says, Trev, hope you're doing well, bro. Used to watch your Walking Dead videos. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. We'll be doing more. Got more coming for you soon. I haven't seen Beef. No, that sounds funny, though. Who knew Stephen Yeun could sing? I had no idea. I haven't seen it yet. Yeah. So, James W., if the Ninja Turtles were the X-Men, Leonardo's Cyclops, Raphael's Wolverine, Donatello's Beast, and Mike is Gambit. Legit. Yeah, that's about right. I agree with those comparisons there, James W. You got it. True Cowabunga Collection. Yep, you got it. No, every new movie is just mediocre. Yeah, I know they are. Walking Dead could have a little comeback then. Well, the new series will be good. Phantom Graphics, there's a fist bump for you. Back to you. Appreciate it, man. Ninja Turtles will be woke. That's the point of remaking it. Yeah, maybe. I know, right? Just to piss me off. Yeah. I did Mario dirty, in my opinion. I didn't see the Mario movie. I don't like Mario, actually. I'll tell you right now, I'm not a Mario fan. The games back in the day, I played a little bit, but I didn't like them that much. I used to get frustrated because I wanted to beat them, and Mario gets really hard as you get further in the levels. So I'm not a huge fan of Mario. I'll tell you the truth, I'm not. Yeah, Boogeyman, you got it. That's right. Let's see. Oh, better get growing food. Yeah, I don't know. I looked at buying some chickens there, shut to do. But even organic, there's lots of little farms in and around the area and stuff. And so, if something happens, I can go buy some later and stuff. That's the thing, like right now in real life, right? Like nothing really happened, If you look at the last couple of years, everybody's like, oh, it's the apocalypse. Stuff's going to be so bad, whatever. It's like, dude, nothing happened, man. Like nothing happened. Maybe, okay, you say maybe in a few years something will happen pretty big in the next couple years or something. It's like, okay, maybe, maybe by 2030. Yeah, probably by 2030. But at least so far, nothing's happened. So it's like until something does, it's like, whatever. I'm not going to, it's 2023. This has been a few years now. It's not 2020 anymore. I understand when it was 2020 that definitely people were concerned because we didn't know what was going on. Everything, we were totally in the dark. But nothing really that drastic has happened just yet from what I've seen anyway. Like in terms of going outside, doing stuff and working and stuff, everything is basically the same for me. Nothing has really changed. So, So, whatever. It's cool. But maybe if things get really bad, then I'll buy some chickens later. But right now, it's just, nothing is... nothing's happened yet. So, but if you can grow your own stuff, I think that's great. It's just nothing happened, yet anyway. I understand some of the foods, the farms and stuff in the States are having unexplained fires and stuff like this. I get that. But so far, nothing has happened too much, like in real life, right? What's up, Jay? How you doing, man? And Mistletoad says, I want Alberta to become a real country. Yeah, that'd be tough for you guys to break off. but you might be able to do it. You just got to get enough people to do it and all get together and agree that you're going to do that. And yeah, the thing is it's pretty tough because you know, like the military, you look at like NATO and stuff is so big nowadays. It'd be tough, but you know, it'd probably be worth trying to do, at least if you could try. That would be good. Yeah. Boogeyman says, anyone seen Cocaine Bear? Any good? No, I haven't seen that. I don't know. Not sure. Next Gen Studios. Do you think Rick will reunite with Daddy? They said the 6th episode will be the end of his story, and I don't know how they'll do it based on timeline. Oh, you meant will reunite with Daryl? What do you mean by Daddy there, Next Gen? That was a little weird. Reunite with Daryl. He'll probably reunite with Daryl like later in one of the spin-offs or something. I think he will later on. Yeah, like maybe at the very end or something. They do like a cameo or something, which could be pretty cool. So yeah, I think so. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Mario. I'm not too big into Mario. Well, that's pretty much what I got for you guys for now. Now, obviously, Dead City will be coming up soon, so we'll have that. We'll have the ending for Fear the Walking Dead airing soon, which will be fun, so we'll cover that. You know, I don't know how many more turtle videos. I love doing videos about turtles, but there aren't that many people that are still into it, you know, 30 years later and stuff. I love the retro stuff. There's lots of people who like Mario in terms of retro stuff. For some reason, Mario is like, you know, so people love Mario even now. So I guess maybe it's because the games are so popular and stuff. That's why, but... yeah, so not too much else going on here. We're just kind of getting ready. Next couple months, just to give birth. I'll take time off work, maybe a month or 2 months off work. And we'll do the Walking Dead reviews and all that stuff going on. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much, you know, all I've got for you guys pretty much for today. Nothing else. Not too much stuff going on. And that's probably a good thing in real life, too, that there's not too much to talk about in terms of, like, you know, world events and stuff. Which is pretty good. It's kind of a good thing in some ways, though, because it just means if there's not that much to talk about, then not that much is going on. So yeah, so not too much new news or anything really with respect to world events that are really, you know, like anything really. So that's good. So all right, dudes. Well, I won't keep you. If anyone's got any final questions you want to send through now, I'll give you 1 or 2 minutes so we can go through. And, you know, coming up, you know, just next month, Walking Dead returning with the different series that it has. And, yeah, I'm not sure how many more, like, I like to do world event, you know, stuff and stuff about real life, too. The thing is, it's so tricky on YouTube, you know, because, like, you just never know if you're going to get striked or something for it. So that's the thing that's really, really tricky about it. So, yeah. Anyway, good stuff. Well, I think that's it. Maybe the chat broke or you guys just don't have any questions or anything. So I'll let you guys go. Thanks for watching, everybody. And excited for the new Ninja Turtles movie. We will do a review for it once it hits and everything. I'll at least let you guys know what I think about the new Ninja Turtles movie. And, yeah, obviously Walking Dead returning again soon. So that's going to be fun. So thanks for watching, guys. Before you leave, if you don't mind, you can thumb the video up and subscribe at the bottom. Thank you, Sinsen. I appreciate the congratulations very much. Thanks very much. And everybody else, you know, have yourselves a great night. Have a good week. And I'll have some more videos for you guys coming pretty soon, but maybe not just, you know, we're in a bit of a lull period right now, so there isn't too much to go over. That's why I've kind of just throttled back a bit, and I haven't been publishing too much content for Walking Dead or anything, because it's like, you know, until Dead City and Fear the Walking Dead start, there isn't too much to discuss. So thanks for watching, guys. Much love to all of you, and I'll see you back again soon. As always, this is Trev, and I'm saying peace. Later, guys. Have yourselves a good night. I'll see you soon. Take care.